Hey guys, so here's another video for the YouTube channel, the Laralov Meat Grinder. So this is just more than just a meat grinder in my opinion. It's labeled as a meat grinder, but I think it can do more than just grind meat. I'm going to demo how this unit comes together, and we'll do an unboxing and see what this is about. So it has this double blade 3D system, so they're stackable blades, and it can mince meat in about 8 seconds. It has a 500 watt powerful chopper motor, and it has 3 different speeds on top of the unit itself. It can chop nuts, it can chop all sorts of different food items, vegetables, and stuff like that. But the main purpose of this is a meat grinder. So when opening it up, it is well packed. It comes with the bowl, the lid, blades, and also a knife where you can kind of scrape the sides of the bowl. So inside here you'll find the instruction manual, the blades, which have these black plastic covers on them. I highly recommend saving them. Don't throw them out because the blades are very sharp. This is that blade I was telling you about that you can kind of scrape the sides of the bowl. And then this is the other part of the blade. Now this is the bottom part, top part, and then this is the instruction manual. And the instruction manual, it kind of goes over what the proper use case is for the types of food that you're going to be putting in, and also how to put it together and assemble it correctly. Just make sure you read these instructions carefully and familiarize yourself with how to use this properly, because you don't want to over exert the machine. The bowl is made of a very good stainless steel, and it feels really good and sturdy. There is a rubber gasket at the bottom, and basically this is the bottom blade. Now, to insert this, you would want to take off those plastic caps, but before doing so, let me show you the main part. So this is the 500 watt motor, and it's a plug-in model, so you plug it in, and it also has these little notches, so you can align it up perfectly every time. So basically, the 2 blades go into the bottom of the bowl, they stack on top of each other, and then when they're stacked on top, then you put the motor on the top. So basically, by inserting it into the bottom, you will obviously want to move those plastic parts off the blade, but just for showing purposes, they have a notch inside here and they just align. And then you put the plastic lid, which has a rubber gasket on it, on top. You just want to make sure that metal pin goes through the hole at the top, and then it just kind of locks into place right there. Nice and simple. So once it's all kind of on there, then you want to grab the actual motor and align those 4 indentations. And notice that there is a shutoff. So when you push down on it, it depresses on this little contact right here. So that's a safety mechanism. So if you don't put enough pressure on it and you hit a button, it's not going to work. So make sure you push even pressure down. So, and on top there's the 3 buttons, the first, second, and third speeds. And this is not something you just want to hold down. These are push button type. And they give you a nice handle so you can lift it into place. It does have a little bit of weight, but it's not too heavy. Just make sure the logo is facing the front way, and then you just kind of have to turn it and rotate it to get it into place. So here it is, all fully assembled. It is pretty big unit actually for it. I don't know the exact measurement in cups, but it can fit a good size amount of meat. I put about a pound and a quarter worth of meat. So I bought some chuck. I just wanted to see what it could do. So this is just cubed meat, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in diameter. And it is some pretty tough meat, so I wanted to see how long I really need to chop this up for. So looking at the instructions, I just wanted to make sure I'm using this properly. It's not a blender by se. It's not a constant type. You want to just hit presses, and you don't want to go past, like, I think 20 or 30 seconds, but just read the instruction manual. So I dumped the meat in, I seasoned it a little bit, and I just wanted to kind of give this a whirl and see what happens. So after you get your meat loaded, just make sure you wash obviously all your parts before using. Put the top on, make sure it's secure, and once it's secure, get your motor and then plug it in, and then you can align those, like I said, those tabs, those indentations into the top. And then once it's in place, now you're ready to go. So I'm just hitting long presses on the top third. I just wanted to see just tapping it, how fast and how accurate and how strong these blades actually can cut through the meat. I have to say, using this machine, within a matter of 20 seconds, the meat was really finely chopped. I continued to move it a little bit and scrape it to see if I could get it any finer, but it did a really good job. I was really impressed with the quality of the motor and how fast those blades diced through that tough meat. I took a spoon just to see the texture of the meat and how fine it was actually chopping. And for what I needed this for, this was perfect. This was pretty well finely chopped. So I was actually pretty impressed that this unit can actually grind meat effectively. Now, it's not one of those standard meat grinders that you're going to make sausages or anything with, but overall, this meat grinder does a really nice job, and it really delivers on that promise. So, if you have any questions, please make sure you like and subscribe. And also, if you'd like to get one of these, they are available on Amazon.com for around $40. Thanks for watching, guys.